waiting for? Do it!
Okay. Oh no! Too early. Oh. No, it's playing in the background on there. So we're back. Welcome, guys, to the live stream. Bit of a hiccup there. I'm back on YouTube. Pie. I've served my ban. I'm taking these off for a little bit because they're doing me head in when I'm talking. I've served my ban. I was a naughty boy. I did something that I shouldn't have done, but we won't go into it. I've served my ban. I've served my time. I've paid my dues, and we're back. We're back on YouTube. We're back live streaming. At least every Thursday for the time being until I get everything up and running. This is going to be the setup. Hopefully there'll be a couple of people drop in the stream and put some comments in, because on the right hand side of the stream, left hand side or right hand side as you're looking at it, I can't work that out, but I'm doing I've sorted out Streamlabs for the comments on the right, so hopefully that'll work so we can see the comments pop up as people come in. So welcome back to the live stream. This is Tech Talk Thursdays, where we talk all things tech. I've got a few specific subjects I want to talk about tonight very quickly, and then we're going to look at other stuff, other noteworthy technology news that's come out recently. Big news today, just announced on Twitter. I think it's been out a few hours, but my mate Paul sent me a message saying 10th of September, Apple event. So that is official. 10th of September, Apple are announcing the new or the not so new. We'll wait and see, because usually these Apple events are disappointing. The not so new iPhone and whatever. I just really hope they're going to bring out some kind of new product, something that we can all get excited about, something that I can go, yes, finally we're going to see something new from Apple instead of just a stupid update and well, we won't go down the Apple route. Cheers everybody, happy Thursday, it's nearly the weekend. I've got my coffee because I don't drink in the week, to celebrate the start of the new stream, the start of the second half of the year as far as I'm concerned, because we're now in the build up towards Christmas. I've served my 3-month ban from YouTube. It was my mistake, but it was a little bit harsh having 3 months not being able to live stream. They could have just banned me for a week or something and give me a slap on the wrist and told me not to do it. It was an honest mistake. I didn't quite understand the technicalities of what I was doing, but anyway, but we're back. We've got, what's the date? It's end of August. So we've got September, October, November, then we're into Christmas. We've got some big things coming up for Christmas, hopefully on this channel, so stay tuned. If you haven't already, by the way, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, press like, and all those YouTube things. Really appreciate it. We're nearly pushing 400 subscribers on this channel. I never dreamt for a million years that I'd be getting to anywhere near 100, let alone 400. So I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for subscribing. It really does mean the world. So to celebrate nearly 400, not quite 400, my lovely wife, brought these back for me today. I haven't had one of these since I was in Chicago 8-9 years ago for work. I worked over there for a few years. And Twinkies in our local shop. They're on offer apparently, because usually they're really expensive. You have to pay like £5. Like, what is it? What's the exchange rate? About $8 for 2 of these over in the UK. So Twinkie time. Before we start the stream, I'm just gonna have one bite because I've been waiting to do this. Oh, Twinkie. Oh, that brings back so many memories of going to Florida when I was a kid. Cheers. Okay, let's crack on with the Tech Talk Thursday. We are talking about cameras. We'll go to the web in a little bit, but I just wanted to talk about this guy. Canon have released the 90D, EOS 90D, which is the update to the Casey Neistat classic 80D and 70D, the older one, the 70D, and I think the 70D was the first one to bring out dual pixel autofocus. So this 90D is coming out, I think about the same time as the Apple event, about the 11th of September, and it's a really good looking camera. We're going to go to the web in a minute to have a look at the specs, so we'll go over that, and I'm quite excited because I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'll be able to afford that particular camera, but there's one that's very similar that's coming out, which is the M6 Mark II. Now I rock the M50, which is a brilliant camera. I'm using it to stream on now. It's got all the features that you need, apart from one thing that I really want out of a camera is 120 frames per second in 1080p. Excuse me. And this camera and that 90D has got it, so that's exciting. The only thing that Canon have failed, they've gone down the Sony route and they've failed a little bit with the flip-up screen. We'll switch to the web, and I'll show you. Let's just check where I am first. So let's go to the web. So as we can see on the M6, they've done this flippy out screen upwards, and of course you've got the hot shoe on the top. So any microphone you're going to be able to put on the top is going to be blocked. It's going to be blocking the screen. I don't understand why they couldn't do what they did with the M50 and just put it out to the side. That just really flabbergasts me, really. But never mind. What can we do? So yeah, the specifications. Let's have a look at the M6 first. So it's got a lot of pluses and minuses. I've wrote some notes down here as well. So it's got the dual pixel. It's got the dual pixel autofocus with the 4K, and there's no crop on the 4K, which is absolutely fantastic. It's got the 1080p, 120 frames per second. It's got no 24 frames per second though. They've stuck with 30 frames per second, and it's been the trend on a few of their cameras. I think it's a limitation of the Digic 8 processor. They can't do. I think that's what it is. It must be a limitation with that processor. But as I said, it's got the 4K, it's got the 4K time lapse as well, and then it's got new eye autofocus detection, which is really cool. They're trying to catch up with Sony on that side of things. The only problem with the M6 and with the M series at the moment, if we go down to the lenses, I mean, look at the lenses that we've got. There's nothing really apart from these macro lenses with long millimeters that have got anything lower than a 2.8. Now, the lens I use an adapter on the M50. I've got the Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter 1.8 art lens, and it's world renowned to be the best. Let's just switch back so I can see. It's world renowned to be the best lens for crop sensor cameras. It is really, really good. It's one of the lenses that like Peter McKinnon, Matt Hapoya, I can never get his name right. What's his name? Hapoya uses. Even Marcus Brownlee, mkii, who shoots on a red, he fully recommends this lens. It is one of the best lenses you can get. Well, it is the best lens you can get for a crop sensor camera. And if we go back to the web, you can see the lenses. We need some lenses. Of course, you can use the EF S mount adapter to put any lens on it, but we need some native lenses for this EFM if they're going to go down the mirrorless route, which it looks like they're switching. Eventually, I think over the next 5 years, all cameras will be mirrorless. I'm not entirely sure DSLR are going to run past or survive past this 90D. Sort of, I don't think there'll be a predecessor, especially with them going to. I think they're just going to switch it all to mirrorless. I really do. So, all these EFS lenses you've got in 5 to 6, 7 years' time are going to be obsolete. So they've really got to get these lenses going. You've got the RF mount lenses as well. We'll just have a quick look at the specifications of the 90D. Let's see, they've put the flippy out screen on the outside of the 90D. I don't understand why they couldn't have done that with the M6. I know it's a different camera and they're trying to do things. So these are the key specs. Fast continuous shooting, 10 frames per second. It's got a new, which they both have, which is really impressive, a new 32.5 megapixel CMOS sensor, which is really good. It's a massive upgrade. I mean, they've been using the 24 megapixel for a long time now. It's got the 4K with dual pixel. It's got 45 cross-type AF points with multi-controller. The ISO has been improved up to 25,600, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Notable things on the 90D, it has got, which is different to the M6, the frames per second. It does shoot in 25 frames per second. Now, is this a Digic 8 processor? Let's just try and find out this, guys. So it's got the manual focusing. So as you can see here, yeah, 25 frames per second there, and 30 frames per second in 4K. So it's 25 and not 24. But is this the Digic 8? Can we just find this out quickly before we move on? Where do we see that? That's a flash LCD monitor, viewfinder, white balance, blah blah blah. So you see EFS mount, image, sensor. Is it the Digic 8? I couldn't see it anyway, but I think maybe it's an improved Digic 8. So I think that it is a limitation. You can't get 24 frames per second with a Digic 8 sensor. But anyway, yeah, so these are the two new cameras, and I'm impressed. The things that I was looking for is 4K no crop. I couldn't understand why I couldn't do that earlier. The 120 frames per second in full HD. Those are really the two things. I'm not entirely sure if I'm too bothered about 4K, but I do want the 120 frames per second in HD. The eye detection improves the autofocus. I like the time lapse feature. It has got time lapse feature on the M50, and I use that quite a lot. Yeah, so these cameras, very exciting. We're finally moving up in the world a little bit. Sony have released a couple of cameras to sort of combat this, but the A6100 is just a waste of time. Although it has got super fast autofocus. The A6600 is pretty much the perfect camera, but it's only got a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor. So we're going, what else has it got down here? It's got a new and improved, very fast autofocus we've seen. It's using the sensor, the processing system from the A9, which is impressive. Real-time IAF, which is obviously they're leading the way in that kind of thing. Well, it's got all the features that the 6500 had. Just improved a little bit. They haven't really made any notable advancements and nothing new. It's just improved the 6500, which is already a really good camera, but the IBIS wasn't very good. But this has got 5-axis optical in-body stabilization. So the stabilization is supposed to be better, and it's just basically tweaked the 6500 a little bit. So that is the news when it comes to cameras this week. And yeah, I'm very excited. I need a second camera. Should we just put this light on? I forgot to put this light on. Is that better? That's better. Yeah, I could do with a second camera, but I'm holding out to see what happens towards the end of the year. One, I need to try and save some money, and two, I've just got a feeling there's something really big coming from either Sony or Canon towards the end of the year. So fingers crossed for that. What else are we doing? We're going to go and look some... Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the Apple event. Let's talk about the Apple event. Here we go. Yeah, the 10th of October, Steve Jobs Theatre. 10th of September, I do apologise, at 10 a.m. PDT. I think that's about 8 o'clock UK time on the night. Now, a lot of people read into these colours. I've seen a tweet from Marcus Brownlee. Maybe we'll get that tweet up if we can. Can we get that tweet up? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Oh no, I want to keep that. I want to keep that up. We'll try and get a tweet up from Marcus Brownlee that he'd put this tweet. mkbhd. And his suggestion was here that the colours represented the old school Macs with the different colours on the outside. Now I'm totally colourblind, so I don't know if they do or not. But yeah, it does look very similar. Are they going to go back to the sort of a Mac colour iMac? Is a new product coming to celebrate the company's history when it comes to making Macs like this with different colours? Who knows? That's very exciting. But from these colours, it does look like they're obviously bringing something that involves colours. They are see-through colours. They're not solid. So maybe Marcus is right. Maybe maybe they are going to do something like that. Or maybe they're going to do the iPhone in different colours. Maybe the iPhone 11 Pro with different see-through colours. You've got see-through back. That'd be pretty cool. Something different they haven't done before. So yeah, that's Apple event. Stay tuned for the Apple event. That's a Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure on that Jake's got football on a Tuesday night. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to get out of that. So we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. Is there anybody in the chit chat? Can we have a look? Is there anybody in the chit chat? I haven't had any chit chat comments. Okay, yeah, we have. So yeah, hi guys. Northrop MJ is in there. Hi all. Good to see you. Delicious. Yeah, I'm talking about Danielle. Daniel in the chat. Hi mate. What's up? I'm good, thanks. I didn't see that pop up on the stream, which is disconcerting, I must say. So we'll try and sort that out. Maybe we can sort that out for the next stream. But yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. Nice to see you. Yeah, man. I'm good. Yeah, back live streaming on YouTube. Finally. So that's really good. What else can we do here? Okay. Other news noteworthy for the Tech Talk Thursday. This is quite an interesting story that I saw. Nike Adapt Huaraches will let you ask Siri to unlace your shoes. What? Okay, so Nike has announced the new Adapt Huaraches and modern design will set with a self-lacing motor. We've seen the the last shoes weren't very good, were they? They were like a baseball shoe and it wasn't very attractive. I wouldn't have bought them, but they're very cool. So self-lacing, and it will be paired with your Apple Watch and iPhone, and you'll be able to release my shoes through Nike Adapt app. And oh my word, so you'll be able to literally, I like those, they're cool. Nike says users can set Siri shortcuts for the individual's most employed features of the shoe, which is funny because there's only so much you can do with shoes. You can put them on and then you can also take them off. That's two. I guess Adapt Huaraches colour changing features. You'll also have the option of saying Siri, change my lights to peppy green. If you have more ideas and Siri shortcuts you take, let me know. Wow, they've got to. Wouldn't it be cool if they could? Wouldn't it be cool if they could? It's not popping up. Daniel, yeah, I got stupidly. I'll talk about the Nikes a minute. Stupidly, I streamed a live football match on my YouTube channel. The thought behind it was that Northrop, you should try ho-hos. I'm going to have to Google ho-hos in a minute. We'll go on ho-hos. But the thought was behind it that it was on YouTube already. They were live streaming the Europa League final on YouTube. And, yeah, I just thought for some reason that it would be a good idea and it would be okay to do so. Obviously, I was wrong. And I got a 3-month ban for live streaming. I'm just going to get the stream up on my phone so I can see the so we can see the comments. Yeah, it's not popping up the chat. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I know. That's the reason I got banned. So I got 3-month ban, and it ended on Tuesday, just in time for Tech Talk Thursday, which is good. But anyway, that's that. So where were we? Yeah, Nike adapts. Now, wouldn't it be cool if they could sort some kind of inner lights that went underneath the mesh? We could change the colour of your shoes as well as the lights. That'd be awesome. But those shoes, I like their arches. Jake's just had some more arches, actually some black ones. They're very cool shoes. So yeah, maybe they'll be less than £300, and normal human beings will be able to buy them. We'll see. Other news. 4 people in the chat. Hi guys. Paul, if you're watching, make sure you comment in the chit chat so I can add you as a moderator. Other news. This is really cool because if I don't switch back to Apple and I stick with the S10 Plus, then Google have been thinking about a watch with a hole punch camera. There's been some designs leaked that we're going to have a camera watch. So obviously the LCD screen, the LED screen on the watches, on the phones now, they put the little hole punch. They're thinking about putting a hole punch in the middle, which would make sense really. It bang in the middle where you've got your watch face. Why not put that hole there? There's a little hole there usually for where the watch hands go around, usually on a normal watch. So why not use that hole there for popping around? Are we on the web? Yeah, popping a camera in there so you could take video calls via your camera. The watches have got cellular now, so you can take phone calls anyway. So not want video calls. It's going to up the power usage, I should imagine. They filed it back in 2017. A patent is simply titled "Camera Watch contains 7 diagrams of unreleased designed." A Galaxy Gear 2. They've released recent smartwatches. Some what else? There were rumours the company was planning to launch Pixel Watch last year, but Google later admitted it wasn't ready. So yeah, we've seen problems with companies releasing products, obviously, too early. Notably, the Samsung Fold. So that's nice that they've said that it's not ready, and they're going to get it right. And actually, that'd be cool though. Camera in the watch, so you could actually go out the house. You can now, but you could go out with your watch. I've got the Apple Watch Series 3 with cellular, so it is good. It does work pretty well actually, but because I'm on Samsung at the moment, yeah, it's not great. So let's Google what Northrop MJ says. Ho hos. Should we go to Google, and we'll find ho hos for you. Come to the website with me, guys. So what are ho hos? Now, am I going to get something dodgy if I type in ho hos? I'm not entirely sure. So Northrop MJ. Oh, hello. So they're like a chocolate roll. Okay, we get sort of Cadbury's chocolate rolls. Northrop, you're Australia, right? Cheers, Daniel. I don't know if you're still in the chat, Northrop MJ, but I'm sure you're Australia, aren't you? So we get something similar in the UK called what's the chocolate roll? The Cadbury's chocolate roll. Yeah, so I know exactly what you're on about. We've gone from tech to chocolate rolls, but you know, I wanted to know what am I doing? I wanted to know what Northrop was on about. I can spell, just can't spell and talk. So these are the mini rolls. That's what they're called. So yeah, it's similar thing, Northrop. So I will try. I will try ho hos. I've got to send some because you are subscribed to Benon, aren't you? I've got to send some cans of JD over to Benon. So hopefully we'll ask Benon to send me some ho hos back over. But yeah, so other notable tech before we end this stream. how long we'll be going for, guys. Let me know in the chat. So I've had the stream live for 2 hours 46 while I did a schedule stream. So yeah, we're not chocolate rolls anymore. Oh no, that was it, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, we got the Apple event. We went to Sony's Superfast. We went to Huaraches and Google. Let's just pop onto The Verge because I did see something else that I just wanted to talk to you about. And what was it now? So we've got, you can pre-order Stadia. We'll go and look at that in a little while. Plex, we'll talk about that next week probably. I'm not really interested in the light switch. That's not something that really, but I think this was it, because this is interesting. Garmin are releasing a solar powered watch, which is gonna start at 600 and was quite expensive. It's got solar powered. Okay, they've called it Power Glass, which is cool, and it's going to give you up to 21 days of battery, which is wicked. Because the only thing that does do my head in that you've got to charge the Apple Watch every single night because it just dies. So yeah, I like these sort of sports watches. I think I'm going to go for one of these next rather than something you can follow trails and stuff on your watch. So that was quite interesting. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I was looking on The Verge. There are other websites, but there was one other thing, I think. Got Beats. XLive had a bit of a hack this week. They had problems with that. What else can we look at? Now, we're talking about Amazon's Ring offered a footage request system to more than 400 law enforcement agencies. This is interesting because I've got a Ring doorbell. And is it something I've been able to record the neighbour put? Okay, so I think they're going to sort of have a public announcement thing. A verified law enforcement officer can log into your sort of Ring cameras. So if everybody's got these Ring cameras, doorbells in the street, then they're going to be able to log into it and find out about... Oh no. Sorry, we froze. The camera goes dead if I don't do it. If I don't press the button. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Ring doorbells. They're going to be able to ask you to look at their footage, or even when you sign up to the app, maybe they're going to say, do you allow law enforcement people to log into your doorbell and look what's going on in your street and stuff. So that was something really weird. But anyway, so just to round up, we've got the Twinkie. We're back on YouTube doing a live stream every Thursday at least. There's other things I want to do live, but I'm just going to get everything absolutely honed in so it's all working really well. But these little chats on a weekly basis are cool. So thanks everybody, Northrop, MJ, Daniel, thanks for popping in, man. And everybody else that's in the chat and the chit chat who dived in. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week. 100% on a Thursday. I'll be doing it every Thursday, and this is fun. I'm glad I'm back on YouTube doing live streaming. So, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I will see you next week. Have a good weekend. Check out my channel. Vlogs coming this week, and lots of really cool stuff coming up. So, as I said, we'll get this live streaming totally honed down over the coming months, and then hit it big. I don't know what that means, but we'll do it. We'll sort it out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you again. Bye-bye.